Did Queen Elizabeth force Prince Charles to dump Camilla Parker-Bowles? In a ridiculous story published March 21, 2019, The Globe wrote that Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall have secretly divorced on the Queen's orders. According to a so-called palace source, the Queen wanted all family scandals resolved before she dies, thus demanding that her son divorce that sharp-tongued shrew. Bowles, the suspicious insider said, refused to go quietly, demanding a divorce settlement of $213 million and that all the divorce details be made public. The questionable source went on to say that Charles was terrified Bowles would spill her guts and all his dirty secrets, and was begging to keep the ordeal private to avoid more shocking scandal and embarrassment. The source concluded this salacious tale by saying, "This could bring down the monarchy." Investigated the tabloid's claim last year and found it to be nothing more than a work of absurd fiction. The article forgot halfway through that it had originally established Queen Elizabeth, not Bowles, as the initiator of the divorce. The premise that the Queen demanded this divorce in order to be rid of royal family scandals was also ridiculous, given how much drama the split had allegedly caused. Charles and Bowles had also recently been spotted on vacation together. And to top it all off, a palace source just laughed off the rumor when reached out to them for comment. A year later has further proved how ridiculous this story is. To begin with, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall are still very much together. They have been photographed together multiple times. On their 14th anniversary last April, they even shared a sweet black and white portrait of themselves on Instagram. Additionally, Bowles has been seen multiple times in her mother-in-law's company. The Queen quite obviously is not trying to push the heir apparent's wife out of the picture before she dies, which, by the way, is not at all imminent. Queen Elizabeth may be elderly, but it's not like she was at death's door at the time Globe published this outrageous story, just as she isn't today. Ah, the royal family, the gossip media's most illustrious and highfalutin target. While much of the tabloid's time these days is preoccupied with spinning insulting tales about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, has had to debunk plenty of phony rumors about Charles and Bowles over the course of their marriage. Prince Charles and Camilla split. Why did Duchess return to UK as Charles continued tour? Prince Charles and Camilla Parker-Bowles spent several days in New Zealand together on their third royal tour of the country. On Sunday, the couple parted ways with Camilla returning to the UK and Charles traveling on to Tuvalu and the Solomon Islands. Could this be why? Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, went their separate ways over the weekend, Saturday, November 23, following a 5-day tour of New Zealand. The couple were all smiles throughout the successful trip, during which they met state leaders and visited community organizations. They spent their final day together in Christchurch before Camilla returned to Britain. Why did Camilla and Prince Charles part ways? A Clarence House statement about the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall's New Zealand trip stated the following: "At the end of the tour of New Zealand, the Duchess will return to the UK. The Prince will travel on to Tuvalu, where he will receive an official welcome and attend a reception. His Royal Highness program will focus on environmental issues and how local communities are responding to climate change." The statement added, "The Prince will also meet with young people to hear about the positive contributions they are making to the climate change debate. His Royal Highness will conclude the tour with a visit to the Solomon Islands. This will be the Prince of Wales' first visit to the Solomon Islands. His Royal Highness will attend a public engagement, which will focus on ocean preservation and climate change. The Prince will also spend time learning about sustainable fisheries management in the Pacific Ocean." While the palace has not confirmed why Camilla has not accompanied Charles on the next leg of the tour, the Duchess has previously opened up about her fear of flying. Camilla is reported to have mentioned her fear of flying during a visit to ITV's This Morning's studios. She had received an offer for help with her phobia from the Speakmans, a husband and wife team on This Morning who help people get over their fears. The journey from New Zealand to Tuvalu and the Solomon Islands takes around 20 hours in an aeroplane and may have been something the Duchess did not feel up to. However, Camilla did recently overcome her fear of flying to join Prince Charles for his birthday in India. She made the trip just days after she had to cancel royal engagements due to a chest infection. Ahead of the India trip, a Clarence House spokesman said, "She decided a few weeks ago to firm up her plans. We were always looking at the Duchess coming. There are no health reasons. She is as fit as a flea. The Duchess does not like flying, but I think she sometimes has to embrace that fear and get on with it." Prince Charles will return to the UK and be reunited with Camilla later next week.